all true, but it does feel like, particularly with AI, with deep fakes and all this kind of thing, that in sophisticated hands, the ability to completely con people now in a very convincing way is becoming much easier and more dangerous.
Yeah, well, I agree with what both you just said and what Dave said, that, obviously there's been conspiracy theories that came true. There's been things that were conspiracy theories that were presented as truth. There's a lot of distrust, and a lot of distrust is well-founded. It's rooted in something. It's rooted in something real. One of the reasons I've been such a strong proponent of free speech is so that we actually have the freedom to push back on false narratives, things that we shouldn't believe, things that aren't true, things that aren't well-founded. We need the freedom to actually hash these things out and have a conversation, have a debate about them. I think debate is the best way to get to the truth. I do think, though, which, this may be a point where me and Dave disagree, maybe not, is that, a lot of people are exploiting the distrust to engage in a sort of kind of radical conspiracism where, it's not really, some conspiracies are more reasonable than others. Some are just attempts to try to find any dots that you can find that might possibly be connected in some way in order to vilify somebody that you don't like and reach some kind of predetermined conclusion. We're using a reasoning method that's kind of like the inverse of Occam's razor, where instead of like the simplest, most straightforward explanation is probably the best, we're going for, whatever's the most convoluted and hardest to falsify and that casts your enemies in the worst possible light.